Hi, welcome back to InforSec Aloy. So I was going through vidIQ and was looking for video ideas, and I stumbled on this video that I thought was really interesting. Essentially, it's about why cybersecurity training is a scam, and I was thinking maybe we can do a react video where I go through what this guy has to say and maybe give some of my own opinions, since this channel is about how to get ourselves into cybersecurity, and training and certification is actually one of the bigger parts of this process of getting into cybersecurity. So let's see what he has to say.
So you're thinking of entering the cybersecurity industry and you want to become a cybersecurity analyst, specialist, pen tester, or whatever. And you're looking around for some classes and you're thinking, okay, this school says that you can start making, let me tell you guys something. Anybody that says you could be making 6 figures in 6 weeks or 12 weeks is lying to you. Sorry to tell you that. And some other school is saying you're going to do it in 2 months or 3 months and you're going to get this job for $100,000. And our graduates are making.
So, off the bat, this first point about any course that overpromises its delivery about how it can get you into any cybersecurity job within this specific amount of time and promise you about this exponential salary, it's true. It's a lie. It's an overpromise. It's a marketing gimmick to get you to get into the course, because the reality of it is different jobs, different roles have different expectations and different salary ranges for different companies as well. So in the future, you might land in a small company that needs cybersecurity, but they aren't able to give you that salary. And industry-wide, right, the salaries that you receive is going to be fluctuating, and it becomes much worse if, say, some of the salaries that the course sells to you is over the market rate, then you know that there's something fishy going on. So you just need to be vigilant about this and be aware.
That is a load of crap. Video editor, put the crap symbol right here because that is what that is. 100% garbage. Let me tell you guys something. I'm Andrew Ramdial. I've been doing IT training for the last 24 years. I've also been a pen tester. I've also been a system administrator. I work in the industry quite a long time. I still know people that works there. And unfortunately, there is a lot of lies in this industry that goes around. And in this video, I'm going to break down to you what those lies are and how not to fall for them.
So I think what he's referring to are courses that are not industry standards, but promise and market itself into to be something that is able to get you to heights that even security industry standard courses aren't able to promise you, right? So if something like those kind of big courses isn't able to even promise that for you, how can these obscure courses be able to deliver on what it promised, right? Yeah.
Now, am I going to sell you anything? I'm not selling you anything. All right. This video is not a promotional video for our classes. No, I'm just going to give it to you, the hard, cold truth. Let's get started. So let me tell you guys something. I'm going to give you a statement that I've told all my students. You cannot secure what you don't understand. You got that? Let me give you a demonstration. This is a what? If you work in IT, you should be able to look at this thing and tell me what this is. It says optimum on it, right? Where's the optimum? There you go. You should be able to tell me, hey, this is a wireless router. Correct. If you know that, great. If not, well, you need to study that. This is a wireless router. This thing is a combo, basically router, access point, and switch. You are a cybersecurity specialist. That's what you want to be. You want to secure this device. But exactly how do you plan to secure this device if you don't even know how it functions? So you first have to understand how a switch functions. Then you have to understand how a router functions. Then you have to understand how access point functions. Then you have to understand how all the software functions. You have to understand IP addressing. You have to understand MAC addresses.
So this is something essential that I think is really important to take notice that he pointed out this really good concept. You cannot secure what you do not understand. And I think on a very unrelated note, a lot of the courses that we go through out there are it's structured in a way where they go topic by topic, but unless you're playing with the thing, the object that you're trying to secure, and you understand what you're trying to secure, most of the time these courses are very abstract and they go over your head. I think personally for me, one of the biggest struggle I had was when I was studying for my forensics analysis course by SENS. At first, it was really difficult for me because I hadn't really gone through forensics before, and I was going through all these different terms, and it just went over my head because even in this structured manner, I wasn't able to get what they were trying to say because I've never really dived into forensics as well. So, in a special way, he also introduced this idea of how you can study, where you take the object that you're trying to secure and you build your knowledge and understanding around it, as opposed to how traditional courses go through. And so this is like a new way of learning that you can consider doing instead of going through a very book-based chapter by chapter, but try to understand from an objective point of view. So for instance, like you said, if you have a wireless router that you have to secure, then from there you branch out the different components you need to understand to secure it. You'll find that you are able to grasp concepts much better because you roughly know how it integrates with each other, as opposed to how courses do it by one chapter after one chapter after one chapter. Yeah, so in a way, even though he's using these concepts to tell you how the courses that are out there are really quite ridiculous, but in a way, this is also a framework of how you can study for cybersecurity as well. So it's pretty
You
cool.
have to understand all different types of cabling, even to cable this thing up, because it does require a WAN cable. So, in other words, remember the saying, you can't secure what you don't understand. The biggest lie that has ever been told to you in cybersecurity by all these, I call them fake training providers, because all they want is your money, is they're teaching you cybersecurity without teaching you the basics. They're trying to push you through a program where you're going to learn just how to secure this device, but you never understood how a router works. Do you actually know the point of a router? How many of you guys can answer that? The point of a router is to connect different subnets, different networks, different IP networks. Do you guys know that? Do you guys know routing protocols? RIP, Route Information Protocol, EIGRP, all these great things, OSPF, EIGRP, all these amazing things, right? If you don't know that, then how do you secure the device? Remember, you can't secure my network if you don't even know how it functions. And what these providers are doing is they're giving you all these IT security classes because they were designed by people, not by the actual instructors. They were being designed by people who think of money. Their objective.
So, I've been in this industry for quite a while, and I've been to different courses, and I understand where he's coming from. You do get to see the difference in content and what they deliver. You can roughly tell the different kind of intentions behind it. So, let's just say, let's take SENS for example. SENS is usually designed by industry standard people, proper instructors, and even though it's really costly, you can really tell that a lot of the information, and especially if you do go for the course itself, delivered by people who have experience and honestly do not have the incentive to to give you more, to get more money from you because they're not on commission based, right? The instructors there, has gone through the SANS course themselves. They are in the forefront of the industry. They have experience themselves and they just want to share the knowledge. This is, in contrast to courses like, let's say some delivery courses that you have inside, on the platform itself, where you see some of the content is really much like regurgitating. There's no basis of the course. Sometimes it almost feels like that you're just reading off a textbook, and you really can't verify what they're trying to teach. And because they're also on Udemy, sometimes it's a bit questionable about the intended purpose. Yeah.
To get you in that door, take your money, and kick you out. Sorry to tell you that, but it's an industry of money. And it wasn't designed by folks that are actual instructors, folks that actually work in IT. It was designed by people that cares about your pocket, not about you. Sorry to tell you that. When you enter a cybersecurity program, what you want is to get the basics. Don't study Security Plus. Now, I have a course in Security Plus. I'm going to tell you not to buy it. Get my A+ course first, right? Start the basics. If you don't know anything about IT, I have a free course right here on YouTube on IT fundamentals.
Okay, so this one's a bit funny because like before that he was saying that he was not promoting things like, plug.
Come to IT fundamentals. Start there. Start learning from the basics. Start learning what is RAM, for God's sake. What exactly is the difference between the RAM, the hard drive, and the CPU? How do those three interact? Can you actually tell me that? Where does the video card sit in? That's where you need to start. Then you need to learn network and what's an IP address. Then you need to learn the functionality of a router, of a switch, of an access point. Then you need to understand how routing works. Then you need to understand how system administrations work. What is Active Directory? That's the most used directory service we have out there. How does it work? How does it secure?
So like he touched on, it's really quite important to hit your fundamentals when it comes to cybersecurity. And in the industry, there's a lot of courses that just gives you that beautiful security section without letting you understand and build from your fundamentals and your basics that you need. I totally get where he's coming from. I totally support where he's coming from. I think it also, being in cybersecurity for so many years, it's amazing how I always go back to the basics and how sometimes even the basics we struggle and we need to go back to it. So like for instance, I just recently gone back into C#. I'm trying to brush up and refresh myself with C# through Hack the Box Academy, and I was struggling with it, right? But I understand the importance of grounding your basics up before going to something so wide, the malware analysis, the forensics, I get
How
where
do
this
we
coming
use
from.
Active Directory to lock down desktops? What are group policies? Once you have learned a lot of different things in networking and system administration, then you can come up and say, well, I understand everything. Okay, let me secure it now. Then you can go Security Plus. Then you can go to CASP, C-A-S-P. Maybe then you can go on to your CEH. This process takes a long time. It's not something you're gonna learn in, like I saw a stupid ad on Instagram or something. It was like, I'm gonna teach you how to get 6 figures in 6 weeks.
Also, this reminds me of my first video that I made about things that you should know about getting into cybersecurity, and I mentioned about having the fundamentals grounded out, how OSs work, how registries work, how network works. I think it's kind of a nice cross-reference and an affirmation of the video that I first started off with, and yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, then everybody would have doing it. Oh my God, what is wrong with people? I can't imagine people fall for these too good to be true. If something is too good to be true, it's probably a lie. So understand what I'm telling you guys. I'm coming from the heart. I'm not coming from the pocket. I want you guys to succeed, but I want you guys to start from the basic. IT security is a lifelong profession. It's something that's taken the guys that does it a long, long time. And if you're in IT security, please leave a comment below and tell me if I'm right or tell me
He's totally right. It's a lifelong profession. 5 years into it, and I can still safely say I don't know everything, and I still need to study. I still need to work. There's so many things that I still need to brush up on, and even when I move on and specialize in forensics at this point of time, I still find myself having to go back to the basics and refresh myself. So it's a never-ending journey of
If I'm
learning.
wrong. If I'm 100% wrong, I would love to know. I would love to know why. I've been a pen tester for a long time, and there's no way I could have been, quote unquote, hacking companies if I didn't know what an IP address was. And believe me, many people don't know what the hell is an IP address. Many people don't know what makes a Class A a Class A. Can you use a Class B subnet on a Class A address? What exactly is subnetting? Guys, learn the basics, then enter cybersecurity. Do not sign up for any program that's going to make you certified in 2 or 3 weeks or 6 weeks or some garbage. And they're not going to teach you the basics. And if they're starting out with Security Plus, I've seen one program where they were like, pay us like 10 grand and you're going to start with Security Plus and you're going to work up. Really? I have the highest rated Security Plus course in Udemy right now, right? Highest rated Security Plus course. Like literally it's the highest rated one on the Udemy platform. And I tell my students in that class, hey, take the A plus, take the Net plus. Don't come here first. Because Security Plus is a very particular thing. It really teaches you how to secure the network, but I'm not going to teach you IP address.
I like how he pointed out that you need a strong network knowledge before you even consider going into cybersecurity. Totally agree. You really, really need to know your network. My God, you really need to know your network.
I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to tell you how to secure a router, but I'm not going to tell you the functionality of a router. I'm going to tell you how to secure a switch, but I'm not going to say the functionality. How does a switch work? What's a switching table? What's the span and tree protocol? I'm not going to teach that. That you should know from Net Plus or CCNA. You get the point? So remember the saying: you can't secure what you don't understand. And whatever cybersecurity program you take, make sure it starts in the beginning. If they say, oh, we're going to start with Security Plus, and if they tell you you're going to be making 6 figures, anybody that tells you you're going to be making 6 figures, hang up the phone, guys. Nobody is going to pay you that just start 6 figures to secure the network. The question you have to ask yourself is,
he's totally right. If your expectation is after you get this course, the first job you're going to be getting is that kind of salary, it's a lie. Trust it from me. You have to build your way up, and just like everybody else, you gotta start from basics and start from level 1 and do not expect a high salary.
Will you employ you? Ask yourself that. Security is a big thing. Imagine you're a business owner and if you get hacked, you lose your business. You lose all the customer records. They sue you. If you're a business right now, you get hacked, you can be sued to kingdom come and lose your business and everything that you own personally. Would you hire an amateur that's never worked in IT before to secure the network? Yes or no? Ask the simple question, would you hire you? If you say no, then that's the answer, that you're not going to get that 6-figure job. Would you pay somebody that was an Uber driver 6 weeks ago, $100,000 to secure your network? How do you know the guy even knows what he's doing? $100,000? Come on, man. I am so sick of what I'm seeing, guys. Guys, this is a rant video. It's not a sales video, all right? It's not a teaching video. It's a rant video. It's a video of what to look out for, all right? If you want to enter the world, here's my advice. If you want to enter the world of cybersecurity, do this. Start out learning the basics. If you don't know anything, you want to enter IT, go and take my IT fundamentals. It's free right on the channel. Go on to take your A+, take your Network Plus, maybe take some Cisco, maybe take some system administration, Microsoft Cloud Computing, Microsoft servers. Go on to take then start entering cybersecurity. Go on to take your Security Plus. Then you can start doing CASP, CYSA Security Analyst. I like the pen testing. I'm a big fan of CEH. It's what I taught for forever. Things like that. And I'm pretty sure if you do that and you build progressively up, and it takes not 6 weeks, not a few months, many months or a few years, you're going to see the reward in not right now, but down the path. How long? Maybe a year, maybe 2 years for you to see that 6-figure income, but you're not going to see it in 6 weeks or a few months. If you want to succeed, do what I did, do what everybody that succeed do. Put the time in, put the work in, pay the dues, and you're going to be successful. And if you do find value in this video, can you please like the video, subscribe to the
Take the chance to like and subscribe. This is
channel
awesome
for
video.
more real content, no BS, and I'll see you in the next video.
So generally, I think this video was really good. I like the way that he brought up this concept. You can only secure what you understand, and I think it's a fantastic way of trying to learn and understand things. But more importantly, I like how he pointed out that we really need to work on our basics. And I cannot stress that enough, how the basics is so important. And so in this video, he also introduced some of his own courses. So I'll link his video and probably some of his things as well in the description. Check him out. And shout out to Technical Institute of America and him for this video. It was really good, and not related or sponsored by him, but I really, really highly recommend this video. Watch it and learn. Yeah. See you. Bye. And like and subscribe if you found this good.